It's now day 2 of the Climate Summit. It's where world leaders, including President Joe Biden and Governor John Bel Edwards of Louisiana, are meeting to discuss climate change. It's happening over in Scotland.
Yeah, this comes as the Biden administration announces its move to limit greenhouse emissions. Rachel Riley is live in the studio and has the details. Hey, Rachel.
For the first time under the Biden administration, the Environmental Protection Agency intends to limit the methane coming from oil and gas rigs across the United States, including in Louisiana. This announcement further supports Governor Edwards' existing plans to limit these gases in the state.
And if we want to do something in the near term that would have a tremendous impact to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, it would be around methane in addition to CO2.
Other world leaders agree with Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards.
We're going to do between now and 2030 is going to impact significantly on whether we'll be able to meet our longer-term commitment.
President Joe Biden announces his move to limit methane emissions by tightening regulations for the oil and gas sector.
And one of the most important things we can do in this decisive decade is to keep 1.5 degrees in reach, is reduce our methane emissions as quickly as possible.
New proposed EPA rules could cut methane emissions by having oil and gas companies detect and repair methane leaks from equipment.
But all of that aging infrastructure, that legacy infrastructure, is leaky infrastructure. And I'm embarrassed to tell you we have 4,600 orphan wells in Louisiana. These are wells that haven't been properly plugged.
Edwards says they must stop methane leaks, which are more potent than CO2, from happening in old abandoned oil wells. With state and federal support, he believes the chemical industry will be able to transition into becoming more environmentally friendly.
What we have to do is show that if you want to be at a competitive disadvantage, do nothing. And watch what happens, because the world market is turning.
Governor Edwards will be in Scotland until Thursday. We will keep you updated on our Be Our Proud app. Reporting live in the studio, Rachel Riley, Fox 44 News.
All right, thanks, Rachel.